I tend to actually sit down and think quite a lot, brood a bit about what is it, what's this piece going to be inspired by, and there's lots of reading that goes on, lots of just looking up details, trying to find something that I'm fascinated with. But what I find sort of ironic about that is eventually it really just comes down to putting notes on paper. So I have all sorts of ideas, sophisticated ideas possibly, or just lots of extra musical associations. But when it comes down to it, sometimes I feel, okay, I've just got to get started. I've spent 3 weeks reading up about this and that. Maybe the piece is about none of that. Especially in the early years, it was a bit of a struggle just trying to get any money at all for what I was doing, and there was no shortage of ensembles or people that wanted me to write music for them. So I mean, was I professional at that point? Well, yes, it was a professional ensemble asked me to write music, but I wasn't paid anything for it. So. Shortly after that time, I started having some success more overseas. I started having a couple of orchestras who they hadn't commissioned me pieces, but I had entered pieces into competitions and had actually won a couple of competitions in Europe. And through these competitions, I was able to go over there and have my pieces played by professional orchestras. And it was really from that point on where I started to think, hey, I can do this. But really, the collaboration with Soundstreams has been integral to my career and my growth as a composer. Lawrence has always come to me with ideas that are fascinating, that are always different, from one project to the next. And I think he's really been a champion for my music and has partnered me with fantastic ensembles, soloists, and it's been a wonderful growing experience as a composer. So in one way, they're bringing these ensembles to Canada or helping organize tours for these ensembles, but they're also encouraging those ensembles to perform our music in their home countries. So in 2 weeks I'll be going to Germany, and the Stuttgart Chamber Choir will be performing a recent piece of mine with Toronto's Torque Percussion Quartet. You know, we write music, and then our music gets played, gets picked up. You write a good piece, and then other artists also want to perform it, and it takes you places. And the wonderful thing is that you really never know where you're going to go. So.